Dhurandhar the Revenge isn't just a movie, it is a cultural phenomenon. From the packed single screen in Punjab to the bustling multiplexes in the USA, Aditya Dhar has delivered a spy thriller that finally treats the audience with intelligence and grit. The theatre aren't just houseful, they are electric. If you haven't seen the film yet, consider this your final spoiler warning. We are diving deep into the gut wrenching, bone chilling sequences that make this film an instant classic. For those who have lived through the experience, let's relive the 5 moments that defined this cinematic journey. The prologue. Meri Behan, Kithey. Most Indian films ease you into the world. Dhurandhar kicks the door down and drags you into the abyss. The opening sequence is arguably the most haunting 15 minutes in modern Indian cinema. The brilliance lies in the subversion of expectations. We see Jaskirat Singh Rangi and Pinda walking into a shady den to buy drugs and an AK-47 as if they are picking up milk and bread. For a moment you think, okay, Jassi is an undercover agent, he's going to bust this ring. But Aditya Dhar flips the script. Jaskirat isn't there to uphold the law. He's a man possessed by a primal, protective rage. When the massacre begins, it's not the polished heroic action we usually see. It's ugly, it's desperate, it's nightmarish. The way Ranveer Singh screams, "Meri Behan Kithey!" is a sound that stays with you long after the credits roll. The technical craft here is world class. The long takes and the claustrophobic framing felt like a spiritual successor to Park Chan-wook's Old Boy hallway sequence. Combined with the haunting Ari folk track, the sequence creates a sensory overload. By the time Jaskirat finds his sister tied up, the audience isn't just watching a movie, they are feeling the nail being driven into Jaskirat's heart. It is a masterclass in establishing stakes through pure unadulterated performance. The mirror of deception. Ghar ki yaad nahi aayi tujhe Jassi? Midway through the film, we find ourselves in the tension-filled streets of Lyari, Pakistan. Jaskirat is gone, there is only Hamza, the king of Lyari. This is where the film tackles one of Bollywood's most tried tropes, the unrecognizable hero, and turns it into a high-stakes psychological game. When Pinda first arrives and fails to recognize Jassi, there is a collective groan in the theatre. We have seen this before in similar films like Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. We think, how can he not see his best friend just because of beard and goggles? But the writing is smarter than that. As an audience, you start making excuses for the film. Pinda is drunk, the lighting is low, the beard is too thick. Then comes the bathroom scene. The atmosphere shifts from awkward tension to chilling clarity. When Pinda leans in and whispers, "Ghar ki yaad nahi aayi tujhe Jassi?" the rug is pulled out from under us. It wasn't a failure of recognition, it was a test of loyalty. This interval block is pure adrenaline. It transforms the film from a standard revenge flick into a complex game of shadows, where you realize no one is truly who they seem to be. The sacrifice of the nameless, Bareli ka pocket mark. In the world of espionage, the greatest heroes are the ones whose names are never etched on monuments. The death of Pinda leaves Hamza in an impossible position, but it's the character of Alam who steals the soul of the film in this moment. The flashback revealing Alam's intervention is gut-shattering. Alam, the pocket mar of Bareilly, understands the weight of the mission. He knows that if Hamza's cover is blown, the entire operation and the safety of the nation collapses. His decision to take the fall is the ultimate act of patriotism. When he tells Hamza, "Aur koi yaad rakhe na rakhe, Hamza tu zarur yaad rakhna." It's a tribute to the thousands of ghosts who serve in the shadows. The sequence where Hamza is forced to shoot Alam in the chest to protect his cover is agonizing. The brilliance here is the cremation subversion. Hamza shooting Alam and ordering the bodies to be burned is a moment of extreme high IQ screenwriting. To the onlookers in Pakistan, it's a final insult to a kafir. To Hamza and the audience, it's the only way he can give his Hindu brother a proper cremation according to his rituals. The scene where Hamza later sits alone and orders 2 cups of salt tea is a visual poem. He's mourning a man the world will never know existed. It's a tribute to the small people, the pickpockets and the street smart agents who give their lives so the great Dhurandhars can succeed. The 45-year ghost, Jameel Jamali, is revealed. If you say you saw the Jameel Jamali twist coming, you are lying. This is arguably the biggest banger reveal in Indian cinema in decades. To realize that Jameel Jamali, a character we have known and perhaps even loathed, has been an Indian asset for 45 years is mind-bending. It recontextualizes every single interaction from the first part of the franchise. Suddenly, the moment he threw Yelina's phone toward Hamza makes sense. He wasn't just a bystander, he was the handler. He was the guardian angel Jassi didn't know he had. The revelation regarding Daud Ibrahim adds a layer of grim realism. While some might question why Daud was left on a deathbed rather than being finished off, the film suggests a deeper geopolitical strategy, a slow, agonizing end for a man who funded decades of terror. Watching the theatre erupt when Jamali's true identity was revealed was a reminder of why we go to the movies. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated triumph. The homecoming and poetic justice. The finale of Dhurandhar the Revenge provides both emotional closure and visceral satisfaction. The scene where Jaskirat finally returns to his village only to watch his mother and sister from a distance is a poignant commentary on the life of a spy. He is home, but he is a ghost. He has saved his family, but he can never truly belong to them again. It is a mature, haunting ending that refused to give us a happily ever after, opting instead for rightfully earned peace. However, the peak satisfaction moment is undoubtedly the execution of Zahur Mistry. For those who remember the history of the IC-814 hijack in 1999, the irony here is delicious. Mistry, a man who once silenced Indians and forbade them from chanting Bharat Mata Ki Jai, meets his end on a video call with Ajay Sanyal. Being forced to chant those very words as his final act on earth is the kind of poetic justice that only cinema can provide. It is a high-octane cathartic end to a villain who represented a dark chapter in history. Final thoughts. Dhurandhar the Revenge is a rare beast. A film with a massive heart, a sharp brain and a heavy fist. Aditya Dhar has proven that you don't need masala to make a blockbuster, you just need conviction and a story worth telling. What was your favorite moment? Did the opening sequence leave you as shaken as it left me? Or was it the silence of Jaskirat's homecoming that hit harder? Let's discuss in the comments.